Alright, it's only me. I've come on the day. It's a bit rough Sunday. I was out to Yonton last night with big licks down in here. And then when I come home I sat up for a good long while, so I'm later on the day. But the day we're going, day one after the album of the day, which was of course Blue Öyster Cult's Mirrors album from 1979. Also, this is going to be the last week that I'm going to do these daily. Just with the better weather coming in and stuff. Just decided I've done one of these every day for the past 17 months, so it's something like 520 odd days consecutively. And just with the summer coming in, I've just decided that it's time to take a break for a wee while just for doing this. When you start doing things, you don't know how long they're going to run. And it doesn't matter how much you enjoy things. You get bummed out on it, and it just becomes the norm. It doesn't become different anymore. It becomes the norm, and then for the norm, whatever it is you're doing, when it becomes the norm, you want a holiday for doing it. When you're working all the time, you want a holiday to sit and do nothing. But if you're doing nothing all the time, then you want something to do. So I'm just going to take a break just for the fact that the dog wants to do other things. Sure you do, honey. He don't want to listen to loud bass playing every day. But the day we're going to do this song, Mirrors, after the title track after Mirrors album, I would say this was actually one of Blue Öyster Cult's strongest albums. I mean, they do have a lot of strong albums, but I'm talking about the early albums all sound terrible. Just by letting Sandy Perelman, the manager, produce them, who's a guy that I don't know what he knew about record production, but didn't know a whole lot about engineering. And when you think of their debut album, and Secret Treaties, these are albums that are chock full of great songs, but with terrible sound. If you get some of the newer live versions of these early albums, it sound absolutely amazing. And it could have made a massive big difference to the impact in Blue Öyster Cult's career, because they never made it into that massive... They've lived off the song Don't Fear the Reaper for a long time. If you get that one big massive radio hit in America, you can go on forever. They've got that, and Burning for You, perhaps, somewhat minorly, but I mean, Blue Öyster Cult never became the massive big band that they should have done. Amazing big draw live act, late 70s, early 80s. And they still go out there, one of the bands that sing for their supper, Ken. I mean, Eric Bloom and Donald Rosner, aka Buck Dharma, must be coming up for 80, and they're still out there touring the world every single year. Absolutely fantastic band. If you haven't heard much Blue Öyster Cult, then I suggest you listen to something, because if you were a new listener, I'd probably start with Some Enchanted Evening from 1978, the 1978 live album, or Extraterrestrial Live for around about 1981-82. Blue Öyster Cult, great live band, and with them being live recordings, it's the best you'll get them sounding. But their studio albums are definitely all well worth checking out, especially their 70s ones, and the two early 80s ones produced by Martin Birch, that being Cultosaurus Erectus and Fire of Unknown Origin, and also the Revolution by Night, produced by Bruce Fairbairn before he did Bon Jovi and Aerosmith and stuff. Great sounding album. But anyway, this song, Mirrors, the album produced of course by what's his name, Tom Werman, Cheap Trick, Ted Nugent, that kind of thing. Definitely looking for FM radio play. Hang on, I'm going to have a drink of the Sunday milkshake. And this song sang by Donald Rosner, aka Buck Dharma, the guy that wrote Don't Fear the Reaper, and he would always churn in the kind of more radio friendly songs that Blue Oyster Cult had hits with. Although Eric Bloom, definitely the superior singer, but something about Buck Dharma just connected with people for some reason. So this one's no too hard, and you're thumping away here a la Foreigner on the bass, a quite different bass line here for Eric Bouchard. Joe Bouchard, Jesus, what am I saying? Eric Bloom, getting the two of them mixed up. But anyway, it starts off with like a kind of guitar harmony thing, like like Thin Lizzy, Jesus, I'm all the place today. With us do 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 do, and then the bass just comes in with a C F is a negative space with a frame and a page of me that reveals what these images mean. It conceals what it's likely to be, and then the chorus is girls. This is G, D, and C, but that pretty girls can move away. Pretty girls can move away. Pretty girls can go. Pretty girls have a love affair with their eyes and their shining hair. Their eyes that the world adores and their eyes. Solo. So I mean the whole thing's dumbed down and quite simple, especially when you think back to earlier kind of more complex Blue Oyster Cult songs like, I don't know, Before the Kiss or Red Cap or whatever, all that kind of stuff, Dominance and Submission. All these were bigger, kind of harder arrangements, but obviously Tom Werman here, which backfired. Like I was talking the other night here with my mate about this, but when bands try and expand their audience, be changing their music slightly, it alienates the people that liked them before. So you're taking a gamble where if you don't get in the new people and you alienate the old people, then you're going to end up with less people than you had before. It's a massive gamble for bands, and I was talking to you about it last night in the motor on the way down here. When you think of bands like Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, starting off as like straight rock bands, even Metallica, starting off as straight rock bands with like a rock audience, but then making their music more playable on the radio and acceptable to people's ears that wouldn't regard themselves as rock fans. Obviously for these three bands it paid off, but you've still got the rock audience who are disgruntled with the newer music, if you know what I mean. I know a lot of people like Metallica, it's like Master of Puppets, but I don't like the Black Album, for example, or Aerosmith. I like Permanent Vacation, but I don't like that song Armageddon. Or it's the same thing with Blue Oyster Cult. This kind of crashed and burned, even though it's a great album with great songs like Doctor Music and stuff. The Great Sunchester with Michael Moorcock writing the lyrics. But the next album, Cultosaurus Erectus, they're back to doing what you would consider to be traditional style Blue Oyster Cult, although with a great sounding album with Martin Birch. Although that album didn't sell great either. It wouldn't need to be fired down, Fire of Unknown Origin, where it picked back up. But anyway, enough of me yakking on a Sunday about Blue Oyster Cult. Let's have a go at this as Mirrors. play the song Mirrors by Blue Oyster Cult for the Mirrors album. I don't even forget what everybody called there. I think I'm going to need to go and have a lie down. Christina was up in Glasgow last night. She was in earlier on, and she's been raving all night, man. And she brought her dad in a donuts, and that was quite nice. So we got a donut there. But I best bugger off. Have a nice day, and keep listening to Blue Oyster Cult.